Hello everyone. You want to cow about love. So after watching this video, your perspective will change about love. Love is often understood as a personal emotion or a private experience between individuals. However, sociology approaches love differently. From a sociological perspective, love is not only an emotion but also a social phenomenon shaped by biological evolution, social structures, cultural norms, and power relations. To understand why humans love, we must examine both ancient human development and classical sociological theories that explain how emotions are socially organized. From an evolutionary standpoint, love emerged as a survival mechanism. Early human species such as Homo habilis and Homo erectus lived in environments where cooperation was essential. Human infants were born highly dependent, requiring long-term care. This biological reality encouraged emotional bonding between adults, which increased the chances of survival for offspring. Over time, emotional attachment became embedded in the human brain through neurological systems related to bonding. Sociology builds upon this biological foundation to explain how love became institutionalized within social life. Émile Durkheim helps us understand love as a social fact, something that exists outside the individual and exerts control over behavior. According to Durkheim, society shapes individual emotions through norms and collective beliefs. Love, therefore, is not purely spontaneous or natural. Different societies define what love should look like, who is allowed to love whom, and under what conditions. Marriage, family, and kinship systems are examples of social institutions that regulate love. Through these institutions, love contributes to social cohesion and collective stability. George Herbert Mead's symbolic interactionism provides another important lens. Mead argued that the self develops through social interaction and shared symbols. Love, from this perspective, is created and maintained through communication, gestures, and shared meanings. Individuals learn how to express love by observing others and internalizing social expectations. Romantic love, parental love, and friendship are not instinctive behaviors alone. They are learned through interaction. This explains why expressions of love vary across cultures and historical periods. Karl Marx offers a critical perspective on love by linking it to economic structures. From a Marxist viewpoint, love is influenced by material conditions and class relations. In capitalist societies, relationships can become shaped by economic pressures, such as financial stability, social status, and labor division within families. Marx did not deny emotional attachment, but he emphasized that social and economic inequalities affect how love is experienced. Marriage, for example, can function as an economic institution rather than purely an emotional one. This shows that love cannot be separated from the political and economic context in which it exists. Sigmund Freud provides a psychological dimension that connects individual desire with social control. Freud argued that love originates from instinctual drives, especially sexual energy, which he called libido. However, society regulates these instincts through norms and moral rules. Love becomes a socially acceptable way to express desire. From this perspective, love is a balance between biological impulses and social repression. Freud's ideas help explain why love is often connected with conflict, anxiety, and emotional struggle. When we combine these theories, we see that love is neither purely biological nor purely cultural. It is a product of evolutionary needs, social norms, symbolic interaction, economic structures, and psychological processes. Ancient human species laid the biological foundation for bonding, but society shaped how love is expressed, controlled, and valued. Historical evidence shows that love has not been expressed in the same way across all societies. In many ancient civilizations, marriages were arranged for economic or political reasons rather than romantic love. This indicates that while the biological basis of love is universal, its social expression is shaped by culture. Sociology helps us understand how love is influenced by social structures such as class, religion, and tradition. Another important sociological aspect of love is its role in social integration. Love creates strong emotional ties between individuals, which helps build families and communities. These social units are the foundation of society. Without emotional attachment, long-term cooperation would be difficult. Therefore, love contributes to social stability and continuity. In modern societies, love is often idealized as personal freedom and emotional fulfillment. However, sociological analysis reveals that even modern love is shaped by media, social expectations, gender roles, and economic realities. What individuals feel as natural love is deeply influenced by society. In conclusion, sociology teaches us that love is not just an emotion experienced by individuals. It is a powerful social force that has evolved alongside human society. By applying classical sociological theories, we can understand love as a complex interaction between biology, society, culture, and power. Love helped early humans survive, and it continues to shape social life in the modern world.